Alright guys, Run Level What with another knife review for you. And I'm going to tell you the reason I chose to do this knife review is, one, because literally I just got this thing in the mail. Two, I haven't found a whole lot of reviews out there on it, so I was kind of going blind into whether or not I should actually buy this knife. But I had a good feeling about it. Like I said, I couldn't find a whole lot of information on it, so for that reason I'm going to get a little bit more in-depth than I usually would on the specs of the knife to help be as more informative as I can. Usually, like I say, if it's a commonly reviewed knife, I probably won't go that deep into the actual specs and all that kind of information, only because it's so readily available out there. But I'll go a little bit deeper on this particular knife. Anyway, this, again, just got it in the mail. It is the Magnum My Precious by Boker. And as most Bokers, it comes in the tin can. Got your paperwork. Nicely packaged. And here it is. Now when I first pulled this out of the package, I gotta tell you, I was just blown away. This is one attractive knife. If nothing else, price aside, all that aside, this looks like an expensive knife. This looks like a very attractive, very well thought out knife, and I would definitely put it in the category. I don't even know if I would do EDC in the category, though it would be perfectly at home in my mind for that. In fact, even more at home in some situations. If your everyday is usually more formal environments, you wear a suit, you spend a lot of time at dinner parties and things like that, you know what? This could very well be your EDC. Because a lot of people don't think about that. What is your everyday carry? I mean, your everyday carry is something that's got to fit your lifestyle every day. And I've always, if you've heard my previous video, I have a little frustration with the way people throw that term EDC around. I've seen people talk about a 5-pound Smith & Wesson rescue knife, they're EDC, and I'm like, wow, what kind of life are you living to require that kind of hardware every day? But no, I guess maybe there is somebody out there that does it. I think in a lot of cases, a lot of people just misinterpret the term. I mean, it really is your EDC is, what fits what you need to do with it every day. And yeah, there's always going to be that time where you're going off to do something else outside of your norm. Well, guess what? That's not every day then. So that's where my frustration comes from a little bit. And so, again, for every day, I mean, what I like about this knife is that, I mean, it just looks sharp. It looks well thought out. It looks like you put some money into it. So anyway, let me go into the specs a little bit first. The blade, and again, you see how easy that was to open. Your one-handed operation. Don't get me wrong, you're never going to flick this open. It's too tight out of the box. Whether or not it's going to break in, I don't know. Maybe it will, but I'm totally happy if it doesn't flick open, because they put these really aggressive ridges on the thumb stud that is very ergonomic. It's very easy. I mean, that's just a perfect swing on there. So the one-handed operation and ergonomics of the knife for opening and closing it is really well thought out. But so anyway, with that in mind, you're looking at the blade is 2 3/4 inches, okay, which puts it within legal limits for most states. Your handle is about 3 3/4 inches. Okay. Closed, roughly about, at the widest point, 1 inch to 1 1/16 inches, just under 1 1/8 for your total width overall. As far as the construction of the knife, materials, it does have a V-grind. You can see the grind on both sides of the blade there. It's a 440. I don't know if you'll be able to read that or not, but yeah, 440 stainless steel China-made blade. And you have your Magnum logo on there. So the stainless steel blade, you have a steel frame construction. It is a frame lock, although it is a thin steel. That's how they keep the weight and the size of the knife down. Again, making it kind of, in my mind, it contributes to the whole formal aspect of the knife. But it is, I mean, the frame is actually probably as thin as a lot of liners on other knives. But anyway, technically it is a frame lock. And what really makes it is these anodized aluminum overlays on the handle. They're just gorgeous. The color combination on this is really amazing. I was blown away when I pulled it out of the box. The brass hardware, I haven't analyzed this hardware enough to know if it's brass or if it's, you know, electroplated steel, what the case is, you know, so that kind of begs the question, you know, a couple of years down the road when I want to remove these anodized aluminum overlays for the purpose of cleaning it because I got some funk in there or whatever, you know, am I going to be able to do that, or is that hardware going to strip out? I can't tell you that. Again, for how much that this knife cost, which again, it's about 25 bucks retail. You can get it on a good day on sale for about 15. And again, it just looks like you spent a heck of a lot more on it. I mean, this is a sharp looking knife, and I think that the gold hardware really just contributes to that. The color combination on here, it's easy to say, you know, why they called it the My Precious. So anyway, that's about it. Oh, another nice feature of this knife, if it's important to you, the pocket clip is not movable. It's stationary in that position, so it's not ambidextrous, but it is a very deep carry pocket clip, which I thought that was an interesting feature to have on this knife. So if that's important to you, that's available there. You got very, very deep carry that will almost conceal entirely within your pocket. Yeah, like I say, this is a very, very classy looking knife, yet I would say it's rugged enough. It certainly seems that way to handle most of your everyday cutting tasks. But equally at home in those formal events when you want to bring something that you know, is not going to be your beat up you know, everyday knife. This is something that you know, I think would fit the bill. This really is a gorgeous looking knife. So anyway, I hope this review was informative, and this is One Level Wet. I'll see you later.